Prince Harry's rocked back, of course, to the Well Child Awards, and some might say a nice move to make. Apparently it's a charity very close to his heart, and, he's kept commitment since 2007. But behind the scenes, things weren't going as swimmingly as naturally they were portrayed in the media. Let me explain. Hi, good morning. Nice to see you. Thank you so much as ever for your time today. Now, I want to ask a really honest question very quickly. You see, as many people know who watch the show, I like a flask, I'm tight, as we say in the north, don't like to spend money. And the extortionate amount that they charge now in a coffee shop is just beyond belief, isn't it? But over here, there was a report recently basically saying that wherever you get your coffee from, the brand, whether it's Starbucks, Nero, Gales, Greggs, McDonald's, whatever, this signifies the sort of person you are and the affluence that you've got. Now, I don't know about you, I thought this was totally daft, right? Because if I have to buy a cup of coffee, if the flask has run out or something like that, or a cup of tea, I just go to wherever's cheapest. Used to be McDonald's, not anymore. But of course, Pret now are doing a 99p filter coffee. If I'm gasping, I'll go in there, you know what I'm saying? But do you buy into that? I mean, because apparently it's all about the branding of the cup, and when you're walking around, people looking, rubbish. And also this can lead apparently to your housing as well. If you want to move near a Gales because it's very affluent and that's where people would meet for coffee on a Saturday morning. What's wrong with a bench in the park and a flask? Yes, a couple of homemade bits and there you are. Save a fortune. Let me know what you think in the comments below. Back as ever to your royal story of the day. Now, Well Child took place and of course, as usual, a nice sparkling PR success. But it's interesting, isn't it? Because Harry's been part of this now since 2007. And many people suggest, of course, that it's something very close to his heart, and I'm sure it is. It's very noble that he comes all this way over to the United Kingdom. Now, we don't know the background to this, whether he receives a fee, whether they pay for expenses, travel, whatever. All of that's kept well under wraps and could easily be lost in their accounts. But as I've told you before with charities rely on publicity, they rely on exposure and rely on mega donations. And if you've got somebody like Prince Harry, you can be assured of people wanting to put something in the coffers, particularly on big events like this where tickets are not cheap. They have a raffle, a silent auction, you name it, it's all there making money, right? But what was fascinating was, and as ever we have to say allegedly, but from an excellent source working on the event, they thought once again to be brave and ask whether this could be possible from Prince Harry. You see, when you think about it now, his son, Archie, is at the ripe age to interact with a lot of those children at that particular event. And fascinating to think that, this could happen and it would be a nice gesture for him to do. And also it'd be kind of a good introduction, wouldn't it, for Archie to meet other people in that environment. Seemingly he doesn't get to see many kids because he's so well wrapped away. But apparently it was a massive shutdown and, couldn't happen. No, it wasn't safe enough to bring him here. All of that sort of stuff, and even the Well Child people are a little bit, sort of stunned by this. Obviously, they don't want to rock the apple cart. They know he's the golden goose that lays quite a lot of money into that particular charity. But it was a fascinating request because clearly Harry is being told there is no way those children are leaving the United States unless Meghan Markle gets what she wants. He daren't defy her, couldn't simply take his own son across, not to meet even his family, but to interact with people that apparently mean so much to him. And as ever, again, allegedly, the person inside the, sort of event said, well, it couldn't be a more perfect place for this. But I know we often quote this, but clearly whatever Meghan wants, Meghan gets, and Meghan doesn't want her children leaving the United States. Now, what could the reasoning behind that truly be? Neil Sean in the very heart of London.